In today's video, I'm going to tell you about 10 things that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s, now that I'm in my 30s. So straight to point one, no one is coming to save you. I used to really struggle with this one. I don't think I understood it because every time I had it growing up, I'd always think, guys are so mean. What do you mean no one is coming to save you? I want to be saved, you know. But I've come to realize the older and older I'm getting that when it comes to the things that are worth having, when it comes to your health, your wealth, to your relationships, when it comes to your happiness, no one, in as much as they can love you, they can support you, yeah, no one can do the work for you. I wish I knew it earlier, and I wish somebody had made it clearer to me earlier, which is what I hope this does for you. Point two is it takes years to become an overnight success. Growing up, I'd always see my heroes with their crazy, amazing homes, beautiful families, shredded bodies, amazing cars, amazing jobs, amazing careers, amazing relationships with those they love and those that love them. And I'd always think it happened for them easily. To me, it seemed like an overnight success. Yeah. What I wasn't seeing was the many years of trial and error, the failures, the losses, the heartbreak, crippling self-doubt, the sleepless nights, the broke months and years, the failed businesses. I'd never see that. I'd always see the success. And there's something that a guy called MJ DeMarco calls the event versus the process. Yeah, the event is what we see, the success, the tangible things, cars, the money, the houses, the clothes, the shoes, traveling, their vacations, all these things. Yeah, what we don't see is what I was talking about earlier, the amount of work it took to put into this, the sacrifices, the failures, the lessons, the mistakes, just everything that shaped them to become who they want to be. So it takes years to become an overnight success. And I want you to remember this even as you're going for what you're going for. Yeah. Point three is stop overcomplicating physical fitness. The amount of books and videos and courses and workshops and programs that I've signed up for over the last maybe more than 10 years is wild. I can actually fill libraries with the programs I've tried, yeah? But I wish somebody told me earlier on that all it takes is moving more. Movement here can be very different for everyone. For some people it's running, for some people it's swimming, dancing, lifting heavy weights. Some people it's even walking, you know, getting in your 10,000 steps a day. You eat clean and then drinking lots of water. Point four, deciding what you work on should come before working hard on it. We have such a limited time here with those we love, with our careers, and I'm slowly discovering that before you give something your all, it's really important to figure out what is it you're aiming for, what are your goals, what do you want to accomplish, and then once you have that down, now you can dive in to the fullest of your ability. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense to work hard on the things that won't get you closer to where you want to be. And this leads me very nicely into point five, which is speed and intensity are nothing without clarity. You can be moving fast, but you will never win if you're running in the wrong direction. Clarity on your goals, your ambitions, your passions, your dreams should come before you decide to go as fast and as intensely in a particular direction. Number six, you become what you consume. If all you consume is stuff that stresses you out or raises your anxiety levels, makes you lose hope in humanity, versus if what you consume fuels you and guides you and drives you to become the kind of person you want to be. If you surround yourself with that kind of content, then you become that. Then for point seven, money may not buy happiness, but it can buy what lets you focus on that happiness. Personally, I feel like sometimes you're made to feel bad for wanting to make money because people say you're materialistic and you're superficial and all these things. But the amount of times when I spent countless nights worrying my family will be okay, if my lady will be okay, if I'll be okay, if my friends will be okay. Because of money, the bills are still coming, the health emergencies do happen, accidents do happen. So saying that money doesn't matter to me doesn't make sense. It matters a lot. It might not be everything, but at certain times in my life, I have felt like it is. It may not buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. And that freedom then allows you to focus on what matters to you, be it your health, relationships, because money buys back time. And having this time lets you focus on those relationships, to build them, to strengthen them. So I feel like money may not buy happiness, but it does buy what lets you focus on it. Point 8, you learn a lot about yourself in a relationship. I can't speak for anyone. I can't say that you should do what I do, because we all have different beliefs and different values. But what I've discovered is that when you're in deep with somebody you love, and somebody you treasure, somebody you adore, there are parts of you that you may not realize you have. Some of them are for you, some of them are against you. Let me not say against you, maybe let me just say parts of you need to work on, because we're all not perfect, and some of these imperfections hold us back from being closer to who we are meant to be. Personally, there are parts of me that have surfaced that showed the places I need to work on, and man, I'm all the better for it. Yeah. Point number 9 is one that I keep learning over and over and over and over. It's that you are human. You will make mistakes. You will let people down, let yourself down. You will fail, miss deadlines, oversleep. You won't sleep in time. You will unintentionally hurt people. And this can weigh heavily on you. Because in your mind you might feel like you need to be this particular person or this version of yourself by a certain point in your life. And by not being that, or by having all these things, the failures, the mistakes, the losses, the blunders, it can end up making you feel like you're not enough. I say this because I struggled so much with it, and I struggled so much with it. But I've realized that none of this will ever mean that you're not enough. Part of the human experience just means that you are imperfect, and that's one of the beautiful things about being human. Like, it humbles you because you realize your imperfections make you who you are. They show you the areas to improve on, or to learn from, I mean. And by learning to be a better version of you, it doesn't mean that right now, as you are, that you're not lovable, or it doesn't have to mean that you don't belong. And none of these things happening will ever mean that you're not enough as you are. And this ties in very, very, very well with the last point. Point 10, which says, stop being too hard on yourself. This, I think, is one of my biggest struggles, and it has been this way for a very long time when it comes to anything I do in my life, whether that be my career, money, my relationship, family, friendships, where I try something and if it doesn't work out, I can be really, really hard on myself, thinking it's my fault in a way that can be paralyzing because it makes me not want to try again, So there's one thing I'd tell that 20-year-old me who's like just bright-eyed and looking towards the future, and maybe can get so hampered down by this fear of failure. Stop being too hard on yourself. Please, show up, give something everything you could, and when it doesn't work out, learn from the mistakes you've made, learn from the quote-unquote failures that will happen, and pick yourself up and keep going. For the bonus round, enjoy the climb as much as you think you'll enjoy the summit. We're so focused on these dreams we have, or this place we want to go, or this person we want to be, that we don't realize, like, on the way there, you're becoming the kind of person you want to become. And it's so hard to appreciate that if all we see is what we don't have, or who we are not, yet. So as much as we think we'll enjoy the summit, it's also really important to keep looking back and enjoy the climb, or enjoy the journey. If you enjoyed this one, then I think you will love this other video about how to redefine success with one mindset. See you there. Alright guys. Bye-bye.
When you're recording, hey, hey.
So the camera went off, the file got corrupted. As I die. Okay, let's try. That's a mosquito. Buffoon. Inga. There's Tony Richie, the build the house.